Heard that certain fires you're not supposed to use water. And this is a dry chemical extinguisher here. This is an anthem, and this is the CO2. It's like a gas here.
As Firefighter Stone explains a lot of the fire procedures and why certain things go down.
It's got special ladders for different purposes, and it's got our big ladder for reaching up high.
We're going to be moving right along next to the fire department ladder truck. This has been the engine. Go over the ladder truck, exactly what it's about. Oh yeah, the Detroit Fire Department is one of the best in the world.
Tim, you want me to work the camera and you can do the explanation on this front? Firefighter Cheetah.
Okay, this is where we have the fire ladder truck. Automatic doors, so when you leave off the fire, the doors are closed automatically. Nobody will be here most of the time. So we have to have the doors on automatic. What I want to explain to you first is this is the tractor part of the truck. As you can see it, right here where it connects the big ladder, it's called the area ladder. You want to go way up in the air, and you see the firemen on spraying water from the top. These are the ones that put fire on big buildings, 2 or 3 house-story buildings, and also we use it to rescue people from high-rise apartments as well as dwellings, whether houses. This particular part is really bad on the truck. Firefighters right here on the truck, and you see the red lights. We use this for small fires like rubbish, dumpsters, car fires. Sometimes we use them on house fires if the kitchen or small fires are caught in quick enough. But the majority of this part of this truck is the ladder trucks. This truck is for mainly ladders. As we walk around down here on the side, you can see ladders here. It's a 20-foot ladder that can go up, and houses that give us access to roofs and stuff. Come on down this way. This right here is a small ladder. This one is small. This ladder here opens up. This is wide and thick. This is the big one. There's one ladders right here. Now what we have here in the back is what you see the tiller button. You see? And you gotta stand up and see, don't you? Huh? And you can drive anything out of here. So when I get a little bigger, you're almost big as me now. So you're not scared of heights, are you? As you know, there's always tours at the firehouse, kids from all kinds of schools. And today we're going to have kids from Wilkins School.
Hi, John.
Okay, as the rest of the kids come around, Engine 50, Detroit Fire Department, and as well as visiting local fire department engine houses, you can bring them down to the Fire Museum on Detroit's east side at Gratiot and Grandin. As we give these kids a tour of Engine 50s. And they're getting the procedure together right now.
I'm doing great. And we're really happy that you came to the firehouse. What made you want to come to the firehouse? John, why you want to come to the firehouse, buddy? I don't know. Sure I will. He's going to help me out. You want to help me out? You want to help me tell all the other little kids about the firehouse? Okay? Can you talk like this? Let me hear it.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't hear that.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
That's good, buddy. Come on. Tell me who's that over there?
Nancy.
Who?
Nancy.
Nancy?
Nancy.
Lindsay? You don't know that? Keon, this is John. Let me shake. Say hello, Keon. Say hello, John. Hello, John. He's bashful. You want to say it? Okay. Are we ready?
Okay, now as we move the kids around here to the other side, and we're gonna get a shot of the engine. We're gonna go over the engine first, so all the kids can see just how the equipment is.
So they have to leave.
Okay, come on. Well, we can get
As you see the 8, 9-year-olds, Wilkins School, 5 adults. These tours will be going on all summer long, and there's no doubt that these kids will learn some fire prevention today. As you see, these firefighters do put on demonstrating some of the equipment and the kids, and
You put the fire on,
the kids really likes that. Well, I can remember when I went to my first firehouse and got things explained to me about fire prevention.
Show you some of the stuff you did.
All right. Here as you see the kids coming out. As Firefighter Stone begins to tell information about the rig and what everybody's job is.
Different things up here to shoot that water out of the bottom of the top. It looks a lot more complicated than it is, but really it's pretty simple to operate. Whenever we get up to a house with burning heat, he controls the amount of water, where it goes, and how much goes through this engine, and how much pressure it drives on small fires, dumps. Grass fires, we use this because it's already hooked up. We don't have to worry about all that line in the back.
Kids are very interested in fire gear.
It's pretty easy.
Fire protection.
As far as the equipment we use, you can eat and you can breathe. If you stand up, you're going to be in the smoke and you can't breathe, you can't see, and you're not going to be able to get out. So that's the first thing. That's one of the most important things you have to remember about a fire in the house. Get down on that floor and crawl. Don't hide. Get out of the house. Don't try and hide under your bed or in the closet or anything. Just get out. We'll take care of the fire. You don't have to worry about it. You can just do it right there while.
Right on, right there.
Yeah. While I'm showing you.
And as Firefighter Steve Stone is explaining the fire protective gear,
On the back of it, you have a little gauge that tells you this.
as you see Firefighter Stone giving the kids all type of information on the fire protective gear as a firefighter. And as firefighter rogues put on the equipment to let the kids know that there's no reason to be scared whatsoever from firemen or policemen as far as that go. We're your friends. As we're going to try to move in and get a little conversation. And as we get there's our police in Detroit. Police leaving. As the kids get a good shot of that. And they're off to a run.
Hurt your back and possibly your leg, and you have to be big and strong. Do I look strong? Yeah, I do. What we use the axe for, stand back a little bit. break windows out with the axe. We chop holes in the roof. We pull sometimes.
As firefighter Sewell explaining things about some of the pieces of the fire equipment that the firefighters use.
Check to see if there's fire, whatever we see. Then we'll take the line, what we use is a straight stream. After we've knocked out all the visible fire, knock the window out, turn our straight stream into a fog, which takes the smoke out right out the window. If we still see a lot of what we call live smoke, that's heavy smoke with the smell of burning wood, we have to. If we just go in and knock the visible fire down to not do a lot of damage to your house and leave, you go back to sleep, fire's burning in behind the wall, above the ceiling, you could die from smoke inhalation.
Fire be just as bad half an hour later as it was when we left. Before we got there, at a certain point, we stopped using these things and stopped putting the walls open and stopped tearing the ceilings down. We just explained that fire gets behind the walls, it gets hit behind the walls.
She wasn't here, she walked away from the class. Or nothing to putting that visible fire out. If we don't check to make sure that all the fire is out of your house, we haven't done our job. We haven't protected your home and your life the way we should professionally. We go to a house, we want to put the fire out, make sure there's no danger left when we leave. When we leave, all the danger should have been removed.
It's the most dangerous thing about a fire usually. The smoke kills more people than the flames do. And we have to get that smoke out of the building, because if we don't, if we go into a building that's full of smoke, heated smoke, that smoke will be up to 1,000 degrees. And once it gets exposed up in the house, and we open the door, and it gets fresh oxygen, all of a sudden it explodes. And that alone can blow a house up. So we have to get rid of that smoke before we can go in. So we break the windows out from the outside in order to help the smoke clear out. Then we go in and attack the fire from the inside. Now right here we don't use these very often, but we do use them sometimes for small fires. In our fire safety talks in the schools, you probably heard that certain fires you're not supposed to use water. And this is a dry chemical extinguisher here. This is an anthem, and this is the CO2. It's like a gas here.
As firefighter Stone explains a lot of the fire procedures and why certain things go down.
It's got special ladders for different purposes, and it's got our big ladder for reaching up high.
We're going to be